What's going on?
There's an old guy. He's broken several windows.
On a list of more than 225, his name is number one.
Last name is Burns.
Patrick Burns.
Patrick J. John Burns. 14 well.
2010, Springfield, Illinois.
We're going to try to get him on a stretcher and take him over to the hospital.
Deputies responded to this home with bodies and tasers.
Suspect's been tased multiple times.
Many while deputies held Burns prone or face down.
Yeah, he was my friend. He was the best man in my wedding. I was the best man in his.
Richard Burns never bought the autopsy's explanation.
And I'd never heard of excited delirium.
And so his family hired an outside forensic pathologist to review his brother's death. The conclusion: law enforcement restraint killed Patrick.
He came to the conclusion that Pat died of positional asphyxia.
Due to restraint in a prone position while hogtied. Not that it mattered. When a city clerk signed the death certificate, the expert's theory went ignored, and the original theory remained. That ultimately helped clear all officers of any criminal wrongdoing. Critics say that happens far too often when excited delirium shows up on an autopsy.
Because it provides a convenient way for law enforcement officers to escape accountability when they kill people during the course of restraint.
Critics like Julia Sherwin know believers have relied for years on not just the ASAP white paper. When the Adams County Coroner's Office concluded excited delirium and not restraint killed Alex Gutierrez in 2017, it told us in this statement it relied on what it called the standard in the field. The National Association of Medical Examiners acknowledges this diagnosis and does not dispute it.
You obviously wanted to know more.
Yes, absolutely.
Gutierrez's daughter, Avina DeLuna, sought more information, and so did we. But the elected leader of the office, Monica Brancusia Jordan, said no to all of our interview requests, opting only to send the statement that called excited delirium a legitimate cause of death due to NAME's endorsement of it.
They're so nondescriptive, so how can you use that as a diagnosis?
Dr. Jamira Jones, a Colorado-based emergency medicine physician, disagrees with the legitimate part.
Stop.
No, I am an introvert. Please respect the boundaries that I am speaking.
After the death of Elijah McClain, she agreed to help the state health department craft this report.
Watching the video and him saying that he's an introvert, I have a brother who's very introverted, and so it really, really sat with me. And
the report called excited delirium, prone to implicit bias and racism. Dr. Jones told us a big problem with it is this. When law enforcement thinks they're seeing symptoms of it, things like profuse sweating and superhuman strength, they often ignore the fact that their restraint might actually be causing it.
If you think you're going to die, it's pretty amazing what the body will do to try to keep you alive.
Right.
Is that true?
Yeah, it's true. If you're being suffocated and you can't breathe, of course you're going to try your all to get in a position where you're able to breathe.
We owe it to people to get it right.
Dr. Deborah Peinholz helped convince the American Psychiatric Association to reject the term in 2020.
The phrase excited delirium had become more and more of a catch-all for many circumstances that were difficult to explain.
In 2021, the American Medical Association said excited delirium had been misapplied and used as justification for excessive police force.
This term should be eradicated. It should not be used.
In early 2023, Dr. Carter Rush told us she wanted forensic pathology to follow the APA and AMA lead.
I'm hoping that the National Association of Medical Examiners will take the responsible position of saying this term is not valid.
After that interview, we repeatedly reached out to NAME for comment, and then weeks later we received something seismic, something that led to headlines all over the U.S., a new position entirely. NAME does not endorse use of the term excited delirium as a cause of death.
And it shouldn't be used as a cause of death because it doesn't cause death.
In 2023, in light of the NAME announcement, Richard Burns asked a new coroner in Illinois to review the death of his brother. That coroner then hired two outside experts.
Both of those board-certified forensic pathologists concluded that there was no excited delirium.
no excited delirium. Both found what the family's original expert said 13 years ago. Restraint killed Patrick Burns.
Had Pat's death certificate amended, so now Pat's death certificate reads that Pat died of positional asphyxia.
As of late 2023, there is nothing in Colorado or U.S. law to compel any coroner to review any of the rest of the deaths in our database.
Well, there is no excited delirium, so what's the cause of death now?